As a car enthusiast, it hurts to see someone's car left in a condition like this. It's a shame that there are people out there that can so easily turn a profit by stealing rims from people's cars and leave them balancing on a couple of bricks. So is there anything that can be done to prevent this? One such product people turn to is wheel locks, which are advertised as locks that are designed to protect your rims and be virtually impossible to remove, without the matching key, of course. All these products say they give you peace of mind, but in the end, as with most things, if someone else wants it bad enough, they will find a way to steal it. In case you didn't know, these devices are not fail-safe. The worst thing you can do is have a false sense of security. Now, using tools you can find in most garages, you could remove these fairly easily. Granted, you may need a bit more time, and in some cases you may make a lot more noise doing so. There are typically 3 different types of wheel lock designs out there. First, we have Splined. These have a unique external security pattern in the splines themselves. One popular brand that uses this type is Gorilla. Second, we have the Patterned. These have a unique grooved security pattern imprinted on the top of the lock. One popular brand that uses this type is McGard. A lot of car manufacturers now include wheel locks, and most are using the pattern type locks. One thing to know about this is that the factory locks usually only have a small set of keys, or a small set of key combinations. This means that it is easier to get your hands on a set of keys that will work on your factory lock. Third, you have the internal. These have a hollow center that can be patterned in a typical hex key or Torx key style socket, or even a unique socket pattern. Here are some examples of wheel locks by the 2 popular brands Gorilla and McGard. Each comes with 4 lock nuts and 1 key. When you buy a set of these, make sure to keep the key code in case you lose your wheel lock key. In that situation, you will be able to order a replacement from the manufacturer. One more thing to remember, you should lock the key in your glove box or hide it in the car somewhere. The thieves know that you will have to keep the key in the car, and if it's just in your unlocked glove box, it's as easy as breaking a window, opening a glove box, take the key, and remove the rims. Oftentimes, these companies will come out with different and new models of their lock systems. It may be better to get one of the newer ones because oftentimes they improve on previous generations to resolve a deficiency or shortcoming. As an example, a lot of the locks now come with a metal collar around the lug that spins and is made of a hardened metal. This is to prevent someone easily using a regular socket and hammering it on to the lock in a way that allows the removal of the lock without a matching key. Look at Gorilla with their original locks and compare with the Guard lock or X2 in how they have improved on the original design. We know that wheel locks aren't as good as they claim, but what the wheel locks can do is slow down the thief a little. And if you use a layered approach with other security measures, you can somewhat prevent or at least make it more difficult for the thief. Also, being smarter about where you leave your car unattended is a big one in prevention. I have here a regular socket and 2 of the Gorilla locks that I own. The first is the Gorilla Guard 2, and the second one is the Gorilla Guard lock. As you can see here, it may be possible for me to remove the Gorilla Guard 2 with a regular socket, as it fits snug and is able to bite into the lock itself. Next, can a regular socket be used on the Gorilla Guard lock? As you can see, the collar prevents someone from easily fitting a socket over top. The person would need to remove the collar first or use some other method. One other thing that I noticed with my set of locks is that there is a potential for using a different key to open a non-matching lock. These 2 locks have different keys, as you can see here. In this case, my other key does seem like it could be used. If that is the case, then if someone were to have on hand one of these keys, even if it's not matching, they might just be able to use them to unlock a non-matching lock. And lastly, you should know that most garages can remove any lock, and for the better locks out there, they do have specialized tools that are specific for removing those locks. So the best thing you can do is use wheel locks in combination with a security alarm, that has some sort of tilt detection and two-way communication. Then at least you can be notified if someone is messing around with your rims. In my case, I used 2 sets of lock nuts as shown in this video. It was a bit overkill and an inconvenience, but I'm fine with that as I'm sacrificing a bit of convenience for more security. So there you go. You now have a better understanding of wheel locks. Don't fool yourself or let others fool you into having a false sense of security. If you found this video useful, please share with your friends and family so that we all stay informed.